The crowd here.
Which is the last time we'll hear Dave Pencer commentary tonight, I hope.
Kory with the stick, the best man on the mic in the business.
A little better than Tim Dix, but that's damning with faint praise.
Now see, NWA Georgia, we have a problem. You got two idiots running around here with some belts that they order off the internet, calling themselves the NWA Georgia Wildside Tag Team Champions. How are they going to call themselves the Tag Team Champions when we're the original Georgia Tag Team Champions and them two punks have never, ever beaten us?
Testify, Kory Williams.
No, that's someone else's gimmick.
Oh,
just because bad attitude, you can come out here and beat up a couple of 220 you washed up TV bombers and call yourself champions. I don't think so.
Way inside.
What happens when you call somebody a fat whore? They call the police on you. But let me tell you something. If you're going to call the police, you better call them right now. Because the new house is in the house. We're going to tie it down. There's going to be an assault and battery taking place. When we get done kicking the crap out of Rick Knuckles and David Young, when we get done, we're going to go outside and we're going to push this raggedy son of a bitch right off the block. But on the lighter note, this is AAVE. And we are the North Rise, so we have a little present. America, America, shove it up your ass.
Well, those were the words of that song, Bob. I've been reading the wrong lyrics all these years. Well, that's true, but possession is only 9. Well, my argument falls flat right there. Right?
That's right.
So in other words, there are a lot of belts going on around here. However, the Wildside Tag Team titles, which are the ones that Rick Michaels and David Young treasure more than literally anything else in the world right now, they are on the line. And since the New South seems to be pretty fond of tag team championships, as you say, they want the Wildside one.
You never beat us. It is put up for the shut-up time, folks. How about this? You win, you walk away with both belts. We win, we walk away with both belts. We're going to take out everything on the stinking line.
It's Belt Mania.
Winner walks away, king of the mountain, and we roll the gold.
Let me see. This match is for the NWA Georgia Tag Team Championship in the NWA Wildside Tag Team Championship.
And they say there are too many belts around. What do you think of that, huh?
Hey, this could be a unification match.
It could be, but it's not a unification match. It just means that the winning team here gets both the Wildside Tag titles and the NWA Georgia Tag titles. And please, no more damn tag titles.
So I take it that whoever wins, they can defend either one of the belts that they want to, so it's not unification, right?
That's correct. It's just an additional... Wow, I think we're reading way too more than there really is. The winner of this match gets all the belts. Okay, and then understand.
And R.A.B.
Well, at least they're not yelling Outback Jack at him.
Outback Jack. Anyways, my last thing on this, somebody needs to get last because I didn't get to see Candy give a lap dance.
Okay. Please fill us in on more of this flogging a dead horse theory we've been treated to for the last week now. When you can. Thank you.
I'm over in Georgia, leave me alone.
Flogging a dead horse, you're picking and missing this extra...
I'm leaving that alone, man. You should. So we're going to have Rick Michaels and hot chocolate Kory Williams. Starting it off. Oh, big push there by Kory.
Wow, the crowd's actually popping for Kory Williams. Well, of course, there's sign guys.
Rick Michaels now whipping Kory into the ropes. Big shoulder tackle there by Williams. Williams out against the ropes. Michaels, big leapfrog. Williams turns around. Kick to the gut there by Rick. On Rick, excuse me. Kory Williams goes to the top toe. Block. Rick Michaels to the hip post toe. Kory Williams back up. Deep arm drag by Rick Michaels right into the armbar.
Great sequence of moves from Rick Michaels. That shows you why he's one half of the Wildside Tag Champs.
Reversal by Williams. Pick up Michaels. Body slam. Williams now gets kicked underneath the chin for his efforts.
With authority.
Turns around, another deep arm drag by Rick Michaels, right back into the armbar.
Boy, Michaels fresh, fairly injury-free, doing a number on the New South. Well, New South traveled a long ways to come here this evening to the NCW arena. But I heard they picked up a homeless guy on the way in.
I'm not homeless. Just because I've lived in a hotel for 3 weeks don't mean nothing.
Did I say homeless? I meant hopeless.
Now, that is true.
That's part of your charm.
David Young tagged back in, going to work on the left arm of Kory Williams. One thing we do have to wonder is the knee of Rick Michaels still is messed up. It's when the Rock and Roll Express took advantage of it.
Well, he certainly did a number on the knee there, but he seems to be a new man. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not very susceptible, and hopefully if the New South have not been watching videotapes of Wildside, they may not know that knee is susceptible. And the thing that stands right now, maybe keeping David Young in the match more regularly than Rick Michaels might be a good move on the part of Bad Attitude.
One thing you forget, New South is my favorite here, and I rode with them from Nashville, so you don't think they know about Rick Michaels' knee?
You wouldn't tattle, would you?
Oh, in a heartbeat. Inverted atomic drop there by David Young. Hudson in the wrong corner, gets a fist in the mouth for his effort. Regular atomic drop there. Oh, fist to the mouth. And a big backdrop on Ashley Hudson.
Boy, Ashley Hudson, he's not all in. I bet he wishes he was Outback Jack.
Inverted atomic drop there on Kory Williams. Williams now goes for the swing. Misses. Regular atomic drop there by Rick Michaels. Flips on there by David Young. And New South on the outside. Ashley Hudson back up inside.
Well, I think the drive in from Nashville, look at that. This is drive over from Nashville. He's got a number on the New South. Oh, a Bad Attitude is handing it to him.
I told him not to stop at all those clubs on the way up here. Side headlock there by David Young on Ashley Hudson, the Australian heartthrob. Hudson back in Young, into the ropes and shooting him across. Drop down. Williams grabs the leg. And Hudson's got the boomerang. He's going for a home run here.
I thought this thing was supposed to return when you throw him.
He'll return right back to the corner and get it out. Stomping away on David Young in the center of the ring is Ashley Hudson.
Oh, David Young's still a fairly fresh man. I don't think maybe they were convinced of your tales of Rick Michaels being the true weak link, so to speak.
Well, they're tipping Mike. They know he's got a hot head, so they just tipped him into the ring. He's distracting the referee.
David Young is a very passionate performer. I remember that back in my days in North Georgia Wrestling. He treats his craft very personally, very passionately.
Tag in there to Kory Williams. Hot chocolate, as they call him.
Who calls him that?
And this is the Sweet Dixieland lick. Super kick into a side Russian leg sweep. Perfectly executed by the New South.
You can pick that up?
No, I mean, that's what it's called in Nashville.
Sweet Dixieland lick?
Yeah.
Can't you get arrested for that in this county?
Hey, we got one called double penetration, too.
I don't want to hear any more.
One called total penetration.
That's it. Thank you.
Southern hospitality.
Ladies and gentlemen, NCW Wildside looking for a new play-by-play commentator. Please call Tim Dix at 1-900-950-0511. Enter code 6291. 99 cents per minute. In Atlanta, it's 50 cents for the tire call. Kids, get your parents' permission.
And Kory Williams now.
What is that?
It's the Southern elbow.
Looks like a muscular disorder.
You've got to pay to put in an application for my job?
To have a muscular disorder like Kory Williams? I don't think so.
You've got to call Tim Dix to put in an application for a play-by-play guy.
Yeah, you do. It's the way we do business here in Wildside. It's pretty peculiar, but... Wait a second, there was no tag there.
I saw a tag. You're looking at the wrong monitor.
You're still looking at Candy.
Wait, is she back here?
Stop it. Sorry. I think you're going blind. Gee, I wonder how that could be. He asked him knowingly.
Candy was cold.
With you in the room, I can't imagine why. Okay, thanks.
Oh, that was bad.
Thanks, I'll be here all week. Try the buffet.
Hudson working over Rick Michaels, raking the face, of David Young. They look the same.
They do?
Yeah. Hudson misses with the clothesline all the way around. And a water maneuver.
Yeah, call that move. Thank you, the water maneuver.
Into the ropes there. Big kick there. by David Young. Hudson all the way over in the corner.
Well, right on his Oz chin.
Young in the wrong corner is Kory Williams, snapping the neck right across the top rope.
Boy, Rick Michaels, he's foaming at the mouth to get involved in this matchup.
Hudson going for the cover. They could have both sets of belts. Kick out by David Young.
David Young also had his foot on the bottom rope. I'm surprised Ashley Hudson didn't see that. Maybe he's
No, you're working on the wrong guy's knees. Get Rick in.
It's all right. David Young has knees too,
But he's not an injured knee.
I know, but he's not the guy. Rick Michaels not the guy.
I told them not to go to that club. They can't remember which guy told them had the bad knee.
Oh, I see. So you're now the ersatz manager of New South. Look at this, doing a number on David Young's knee. Hell, at this rate, oh,
that was stiff.
At this rate, David Young's knees might be even in worse shape than Rick Michaels.
There's the boomerang right to the left knee. They're still working over the knee of David Young. Williams in the ring now. Did you see that tag? It was so quick, man. It was hard to see.
It certainly was.
Working over the left knee. New South knows how to take an opponent apart.
Well, they certainly do. Actually, one of the most impressive tag teams in North America, bar none. However, against Bad Attitude, that's maybe another story. However, now we have 2 sets of tag belts at risk here now.
New South, former NWA North American Tag Team Champion.
That they are. But this evening, the NWA Georgia Tag Team titles are at risk, and so are the NCW Wildside Tag titles. It's Tag Title Mania. Well, how do they do it? Volume, volume, volume.
Tim Dix. Listen to the credentials of both of these teams. New South, former #1 contenders to the NWA World Tag Team Champions. Bad Attitude, former #1 contenders to the NWA World Tag Team Championship. You got 2 top caliber teams here in the NWA going at it right here on Wildside.
Fair enough. And also David Young is, I believe, he's the NWA Mississippi Junior Heavyweight Champion too. These guys have been wielding some serious gold for quite some time now.
How does David Young qualify to be a junior heavyweight champion? Look at this Dunlap.
Have you been to Mississippi recently?
Oh, okay. Man, have you ever drove through Arkansas? The roads, as soon as you cross the line from Tennessee to Arkansas, just they're the pits, man.
How on earth are you working in Arkansas in the time during this? That's very good.
I have no idea either. Yeah. Visit the Presidential Library of Bill Clinton next time you visit Arkansas. Hudson now.
I'll get right on it.
With the front face lock. Williams in, distracting the referee.
And is the tag be made? Yes!
No tag. I saw no tag.
Wait a second. David Young certainly did tag Rick Michaels. Referee Jimmy Rivers didn't see it. Jimmy Rivers doesn't see much.
Jimmy Rivers sending Rick Michaels back to the outside like a good ref should.
I don't mind telling you, Jimmy Rivers seems to slide towards NWA more often than not. You find that maybe it's he has some sort of maybe he's getting some NWA dollars on this. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, NWA dollars. What was I thinking? 2 mutually exclusive terms.
Drop kick to the gonads by Kory Williams.
Anatomy 101 with Lee Tidwell.
Hey, it's better than what did you say earlier? I just forgot.
Shots to the punch.
Okay.
There we go again.
That's a fish, ain't it?
It used to be.
Williams still looking over the left leg of David Young. Tim Dix just slid me a note. He said, you dogged him too bad, so you got to talk about the hotline.
Oh, well, I certainly wouldn't want to dog Tim Dix. Yes, this is my being. Look at this. Ashley Hudson pulling away at Kory Williams.
Rick Michaels not helping his partner out at all.
No, he's
a second referee. We could have. Oh, that was close.
Rick Michaels, unfortunately, as an incredible competitor as he is, he's a notorious hothead. And yet he's about as passionate about his craft as David Young is, certainly. And sometimes his efforts can sometimes backfire.
Well, David Young and Bad Attitude, like you said, both of them known for being hotheads, and that doesn't mesh well with the tag team. When your partner's in trouble, getting his leg worked over, and you've got an experienced tag team like the New South, you don't do what Rick Michaels just did and come in the ring and distract the referee, because the New South has a chance to do double duty on him.
They certainly do. It gives the opportunity for Ashley Hudson to come in without even making a tag.
They tag.
But wait a second now. The referee, Jimmy Rivers, should insist that Kory Williams come in because he didn't see the tag. Oh, and he's asking for crowd approval.
And the crowd here at NCW Arena saw the tag just like I did.
I say, I hope this Jimmy Rivers European tour ends one of these days. That's the longest tour. He tours more than Bob Dylan. Which is the last time we mentioned Jimmy Rivers and Bob Dylan in the same sentence.
They talk about the same.
That they do.
And
oh, that's right, yeah. Jimmy Rivers, one of the great poets of our generation.
And hothead Rick Michaels once again coming in the ring, distracting Jimmy Rivers, the referee, the spokesman for Hair Club for Men.
Talk about Kory Williams, Hair Club for Men. He doesn't have any hair.
He shaved it on the way up here. He did have some.
That's more information than anybody needs to know. Now, wait a second. Now, I could have sworn Jimmy Rivers may have seen Kory Williams assisting Ashley Hudson in that.
Well, and Hudson.
Well, apparently he did because he broke the hold. Oh, look at that. Maybe he's not on the NWA tape. Whatever that could yield.
You get free dinner at Denny's. Reversal there by David Young. Hudson. Buster. Oh, if he rolls over, this is it.
It certainly is. Come on, David Young, you need to cover him. Actually, I don't know if he has the energy to cover his man, but he better find the energy to tag Rick Michaels now.
Kory Williams now inching his way into the ring.
No, wait a second. There was no tag there.
Brilliant tag team work by the New South.
Now, wait a second. You could have heard that tag. You could have heard the tag. You certainly heard
that tag.
That's not a tag. Only thing was Ashley Hudson was tagging his own hand.
Kory Williams
is something you were doing with Candy earlier on, wasn't it?
I wasn't tagging my hands.
Is that what they call it?
Wearing out the left knee is Kory Williams on David Young. See, New South, they know they're a very experienced tag team.
They sure are.
They know how to, they mesh so well together. They know each other's inner thoughts before they even think it. And look at David Young and Rick Michaels coming in the ring, distracting the referee when you could have made the tag and got the weak link out.
You bring up a good point. But then again, now, at this stage in the game, David Young is the weak link. And I would straw up and hearing about that later on. But he has managed to use the injured party right now. Rick Michaels is the fresh man. Oh, a boomerang right in the mush of David Young.
Oh, and Rick Michaels is going to town on Kory Williams.
He couldn't wait any more time. He's on Kory Williams like a bad suit.
And Williams on the outside. He's going to take it to town now on David Young. He's got the flag. Both flags. One flag.
It's one flag.
For David Young. Kory Williams just waiting for him to get up. Oh, right to the knee. The vicious flag shot from Kory Williams.
Flag shot?
Flag shot.
Didn't Luthez beat Buddy Rogers with that?
Man, we had a match advertised in Nashville. It was a girl named Angel and a girl named Athena advertised in a catfish match.
A catfish match? What are the steps of that?
It was a misprint by the newspaper.
Oh.
But I saw a lot of gas masks in the audience.
Oh,
Ashley Hudson and Kory Williams, New South, working over David Young. They got the chair. They're going to dislocate a knee.
Oh, goodness. But now Rick Michaels is a model of health compared to the shape that David Young is in right now.
And Young not helping his partner. He was trying to get around the referee.
That is a chair shot. There are chair shots right on the kneecap.
There reminded me of the vicious chair shots to Stone Mountain when his head was placed against the steel ring post.
True. Good point.
That hurt my face.
You mean? It's not together.
Don't even go there. Williams throwing Rick Michaels. David Young, excuse me. I think they need to wear different clothes now. Going for the cover. Two.
Well, they're not exactly identical. Rick Michaels definitely managed to break up that pin. I don't think David Young is going to kick out of that move at all. No way.
And Ashley Hudson going for the Aussie figure four.
It looks like the American figure four.
That's a little bit different.
Why, does it spin the other way like a toilet?
Because an Australian's the one doing it.
Thank you. Oh, this must be Australian rules tag team then, wrestling, huh?
Yeah, that's right. If you do this, you tag.
Oh, wow, which explains why Kory Williams and Ashley Hudson seem to be tagging themselves in. It's this weird, bizarre Australian rules thing where everything spins differently.
2 count. Oh, that was close. Near fall from the figure four of Ashley Hudson. Kory Williams comes in and drop kicks the knee of David Young.
Oh, and Jimmy Rivers giving a good tongue lashing, so to speak.
I heard he's good at that.
In the biblical sense.
There you go. David Young, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
David Young, the guy who's getting the crap beat out of him.
Right, he's in a world of hurt.
Thank you, Gordon Soley. Yes, he certainly is. He needs to make a tag in the worst way, but Rick Michaels, I think Rick has not been interfering quite so freely now, knowing that the more he interferes, the more damage ultimately happens to David Young. So Rick needs to stay to his corner and keep to himself, and maybe that's a positive move in this match.
Rick Michaels trying to get the crowd behind David Young, who's trying to turn his figure four over. If he turns it over, it's going to put the pressure onto Ashley Hudson. As if you didn't know that.
So they say. And there it is. David Young is turn it on, turn it on. Oh, dear. Kory Williams getting involved and rolling the figure four back over again.
And the referee coming over to ask Kory Williams what's going on.
Boy, that's very helpful.
He's got some hair color dripping in his eyes. Whoa, that was close.
Who, Kory Williams? No, I didn't see hair color.
Jimmy Rivers.
Oh, Jimmy Rivers.
The crowd chanting that was 3, and I agree with him.
Counting properly is somewhat...
Oh, Kory, come on now. You're doing the wrong thing.
Oh, wait a second.
Kory Williams.
Very good.
Distracting the referee as Rick Michaels comes in and rolls the figure four over.
I think Rick Michaels taking a lesson from the New South. A lot of people's learned from the New South.
Hey, they have got tag team wrestling down to a science.
Well, they certainly do. But you can't take anything from Bad Attitude. Goodness, tag team wrestling. They pretty much rule tag team wrestling in Wildside, and there's a reason for it. They're really damn good.
And because New South isn't in Wildside.
Well, they are tonight.
And look what they're doing to Bad Attitude.
That's true. Oh, my goodness.
Cradle there by. Oh, David Young only 2 counts.
Looks like who's doing it to who now? David Young trying to make a dive. For the tag, I should point out. Oh, Rick Michaels. Oh, Rick Michaels, stay put. Don't come in. You do that more damage to David Young.
Kory Williams in the ring with David Young. Young, it has to have a dislocated knee, torn cartilage or something in the left knee.
You would think so at this stage of the game. Good night. Well, look at Rick Michaels is now the healthy man. He's now the healthy man of Bad Attitude. Things do not look good for Bad Attitude at this juncture.
And that's strange from a few weeks ago when he was the one on the receiving end, getting his knee torn apart by the Rock and Roll Express when Bad Attitude won the Wildside Tag Team Championships back.
So I guess maybe it's a good reason that the New South didn't heed your advice to go after Rick Michaels' knee for doing it to David Young.
They're going to do it to both of them.
Yeah, find strategy you can come up with.
That's why I'm an announcer, not a manager.
That's true.
I'll leave it to Jeff Bailey.
Yeah, we'd have like 10 matches, all with candy in it.
Oh, man, that would be great. Oh, sorry. Kory, getting the chant of Kory is the king from the crowd. Tag into Ashley. Did you see that tag?
Yeah, it's the first genuine tag they made in 10 minutes.
It is not. Hudson.
You know, I've worked with a guy named Hudson, and this was not much of a problem as that guy was. Oh, my goodness!
Going for the guillotine leg drop.
And about as effective, too.
If David Young makes this tag to Rick Michaels, it does spell trouble for New South.
It certainly does.
Oh, and Kory Williams breaks up the tag attempt.
That's a very smart move from Kory Williams. It's definitely testing the rule book. Now, wait a second. There was a tag there. Is Jimmy Rivers going to allow it? No. Oh, he's consistent.
Jimmy Rivers didn't see the tag.
I think maybe that black hair dye is seeping into the brain. Well, he certainly allowed the New South take their tags, even though they're imaginary, didn't even take place. But when the same thing happens to Bad Attitude, no, I think maybe my previous theory about him being on the NWA take has some water.
Ashley Hudson whipping Young into the ropes. Young ducks the clothesline. Comes across. Big double noggin knocker, both men down.
Oh, I might point out David Young is closer to Rick Michaels right now than
he has been in the past 15 minutes.
Exactly, and then, there's no member of the New South in his way. If he rolls the right way, David Young, pay attention, roll the right way. Oh, he's not listening to me. Then maybe he could tag Rick Michaels and do a number on the New South here. Oh,
Kory Williams in now. Williams over to David Young. Pinch to the gut there by Young.
Where did Young get that from?
Young in the corner. Another big punch. All the way, he's in neutral corners now.
He doesn't need to be in neutral corner. He can be in his own corner with Rick Michaels ready, willing, and able to get in here. A series of hands from David Young.
Whips Kory Williams into the corner. And David Young.
Oh, dear. Chin first. Tough turnbuckle.
Trying to take too much for himself instead of tagging his partner. And he could have been a smart tag team thing to do. The smart thing that New South would have done if they would have been in this position.
Thank you, Dusty Rhodes.
I don't weigh that much.
No, I'm not talking about physically.
My hair's not that.
And I'm glad you don't listen.
I can't drop an elbow like that.
To your credit. And you also say the word belly welling either.
Belly welling.
Lavely even pull, if you will.
Ah, there you go.
Everybody does it also in the position. Okay, series of blows to the knee. Now going back to that left knee of David Young.
And just standing on it. Trying to tear cartilage, trying to rip the knee apart.
There can't be much left of that knee. Jimmy Rivers, will you please pay attention? I think we've uttered the word Jimmy Rivers more often than any match that we've done in this matchup.
Oh, isn't that the truth? I mean, Rivers, just the referee of matches that go astray tonight.
That's true. Certainly, I don't think the match has gone astray particularly because of an incredible tag team encounter between two of the top tag teams in North America right now, bar none.
And a chalupa chop by David Young on Kory Williams. Hudson coming in now.
Was there a tag?
It's Arita.
It doesn't make much of a difference now as we go down the
Look
entire...
at Rick Michaels.
The entire Taco Bell menu, and Rick Michaels finally tagged in.
And he's just wearing out New South now.
Boy, one series of blows right after another, one fist after another. Hey, drop kick right on the chin of Kory Williams.
First one for Ashley Hudson. Rick Michaels, house of fire coming in.
Oh, he's ricking up.
He's taking Kory Williams into the corner now. Climbing to the second rope. Michaels now wearing him out with left hands to the head in the corner.
Oh, but David Young, he's getting it handed to him from Ashley Hudson. No, David Young's fighting back too. We have a situation where Bad Attitude's actually on top for the first time in this match. Just the first couple of minutes.
Both members of Bad Attitude was wearing out Ashley Hudson. Now they're back over. Rick Michaels whipping Kory Williams into the ropes. Comes off. Big back shot. Michaels just waiting for him to get up.
Super kick, perhaps.
Williams up. Super kick.
Right on the chest. Did you hear that thud?
Ashley Hudson to the outside.
That's the sound of Kory Williams' chest caving in.
Bad Attitude. Got Kory Williams all along in the ring. Take him into the corner.
What a rare opportunity of Bad Attitude actually getting a chance to double team their opponents.
And instead of double teaming, Rick Michaels goes to the outside and rigging the outs by Kory Williams. Cuts off David Young.
But once again, I believe Rick Michaels is the legal man in here. And Kory Williams is going into his tights for something.
Kory Williams got a headache.
Oh, for Pete's sake, throwing powder in the eyes of David Young.
And half the fans here in Cornelia, Georgia.
I don't know if that was goodies, but I think Kory Williams hoping to come back strong. Okay.
Ashley Hudson on the outside.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, David Young, blinded, just gave the spine buster to Rick Michaels.
Unbelievable,
Go
David.
down, got the cover, this is it. They're the unified champions. No, kick out, how did he do that?
He rolled a shoulder. He is not going to, neither member of Bad Attitude is going to allow an accident like that to upset.
Guillotine leg drop over the top by Ashley Hudson. Sorry, Stephen. Hudson and Kory Williams in control. Rolling. Rick Michaels over. 1, 2. How is he kicking out? Come on.
Unbelievable. They will not let themselves go down the feet against the New South. They hate the New South. Bad Attitude, Wildside Tag Team Champs hate the New South probably more than any other tag team in North America right now. They will not let themselves go down in defeat.
Ashley Hudson with brass knuckles. Rick Michaels turns around and gets nailed with them.
Oh, right on that temple. Rick Michaels, he's out cold. I think he's out cold. I don't see him. Oh, he's even a little.
Goes for the cover. He's got
But he's into the ropes. Come on, Jimmy Rivers. Jimmy Rivers actually paid attention to it. Imagine that.
New South.
Whole page 1A.
What's it going to take to keep Bad Attitude down? And where is David Young?
He's still feeling the effects of the powder being thrown in the eyes. He's down to ringside.
Picking him up in a clothesline. This should be it, New South.
Boy, shades of the Road Warriors.
Cover. This is it. 2.
Smart move. David Young dragging out Ashley Hudson.
And Hudson taking it to David Young on the outside. Kory Williams going to the outside also. They're leaving Rick Michaels, who is vulnerable right now, in the center of the ring for a rest. Hudson finally coming back in the ring now.
Rick Michaels, he's the legal man. Who's the legal New South member, though?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter.
Low blow by Rick Michaels. Kory Williams taking David Young on the floor all the way around. Reversal. Williams hard into the pole. And down on the floor, we've got Kory Williams. We've got David Young on the outside. We've got Ashley Hudson and Rick Michaels on the inside.
David Young is coming to his feet, coming to the ring right now. A possibility to another double team. Boy, a rarity among rarities.
Bad Attitude, picking him up, dropping him down. I don't know what they call that. That's an attitude adjuster and a 3 count. Oh, no.
Oh, the tag belts go to Bad Attitude. The NWA Georgia tag belt and the NWA Wildside Tag Team Championship. All the belts go to Bad Attitude.
They do not deserve them. They double-teamed Ashley Hudson to get the win.
Isn't that justifiable, don't you think? No. Double teaming. Look, I'm not saying it's... Well, the crowd seems to certainly approve of Bad Attitude getting back with all the belts.
They need to watch out. This thing will slip off the blocks, it's own. What? The building.
Oh, slip off the blocks, but it's on. Thank you very much. Wow, a TNN joke. I know a few of those.